We are back in my office for the office makeover part 2. This should really be part 1 because what I'm about to show you was filmed in September and I just never posted it. It is now April of 2026. Last month, my mother and I did the striped wall DIY for the office makeover part 1. And today I'm going to show you how I made a daybed for my office. So welcome to the office makeover part 2, how to make a twin bed. And oh, by the way, I did it in 10 hours. So flipping you around here, this is the bed that I made. It's much higher than a normal day bed, just so I could fit my flat file underneath. My flat file holds all of my charts. You should check out that YouTube video as well. But this wooden structure I made in 10 hours in September of 2025 for when my sister was coming to visit. It is 6:45 in the morning. My sister and mother arrive at 4:30 p.m. And today, before they get here, I am gonna try to build a twin size bed frame for my sister to sleep on. Let's see if I can do it. We always joke that if he wasn't this cute, we would have given him back already, you know?
Yeah, I'll have a good one.
Just like Mike Montgomery from Modern Builds, I am going to be using 1x4s, 1x2s, and 2x2s for this bed build. As always, for my carpentry wood builds, I came up with some plans. This is the actual bed frame surrounding the mattress, and then this is the support system underneath. So we're gonna start with this. We're following Mike Montgomery from Modern Build. I'll post his video below. He did this 7 years ago with a full-size bed. So I just took the dimensions of the mattress that I'm using and built around that. Let's see how it goes. So the first thing that I'm doing is cutting all my 1x4s to length. The 1x4s are the horizontal widths and the vertical lengths that will go around the bed. Perfect. The 1x2s are going to be the guide rails along the inside of the bed frame, and that's so when I put the brace pieces across, like for the mattress to actually sit on, this is the edge that they'll catch and then they'll sit to. So this, for those, are also going to be 75 1/4 inches. Oh. Oh my God, that's so funny. I really thought that I had planned this out. I thought it was gonna be way less. I need 3 8-foot pieces of 1x2s. I read that wrong this morning, and I put in my notes app 8 pieces of 1x2s. When I was pulling them out, I was like, this seems like a lot. Like, isn't it just the rails? It's so funny. So I'll be able to return 5 1x2s. It looks so small. 40 3/4. So as you can see in my plans, see how these orange ones are the 75 1/4 pieces we just cut, and then the rails are the yellow. So the yellow is the same length with the orange, right? If you look down here in this corner, the rails for the width pieces are smaller so they can fit inside the frame. So 40 3/4 inches for the OD, interior diameter 39.25. That's to fit the mattress. And then we got to go another 1.5 inches smaller for these 1x2 rails because it's 3/4 inch, 3/4 inch. So this gets you 37 3/4 inches for this width piece. Here are my 75 1/4 inch lengths with their rails at the same length. So they will go like this. And then the widths where the rails are slightly shorter. So 39 1/4, 37 3/4. The only thing though, I'm like, this looks really small. Do I fit? The primary purpose of this is going to be a daybed in my office, but my sister will be sleeping on it this evening. So, and she is shorter than me, so I think I'm good. I've marked every 10 inches or so to put a countersink hole in, and then I'm going to use that to screw my rail to my to the side. Mike Montgomery from Modern Builds added wood glue. So I'm adding wood glue. From there, I'm gonna flip it back over, place it about where it needs to go. Use these clamps to help me keep it exactly where I want it. So now this is going to be the side of the bed. This is where my mattress is going to sit. All right, let's do that again. Flip this over, get it thereabouts. Oops, and then use these clamps again. Time check, it's 10 o'clock. I now have the whole frame set up. It looks so small, but like a grown man will not be able to sleep in this bed. I can sleep in this bed. Gracie can sleep in this bed. For these side braces, same rule applied as these, glued and screwed in the rails. The only difference, I left space, so when you bring these together, there's room for it all to join in this corner. And then same here. The way that I space these is I just took 2 of my scrap pieces of 1x2s, butted them up together so it made 1.5 inches, and then just placed them on the end like this, and then clamped everything together. Same thing, glue and screws. Okay, lesson learned. I am putting some marks to countersink some holes to prep to put this piece together. But because of this here, it's just really difficult. So just like lesson learned, I should have put these marks here before putting the rails on, but not the end of the world. This board is 3.5 inches wide, so I put one at the 1 3/4, which is exactly 1/2 of the width, and then from there 7/8 and 7/8 from the center. So you can see it's about 3 equal distances. I feel like I should be doing this on a much smoother surface than brick, but this is where we're at and I don't want to move it, so we'll see if I regret. glue. I do honestly wish I used pocket holes. I think this is faster, but it would have been so much cleaner had I used pocket holes. Ta-da! All right, now it's time to make, there's gonna be a brace all the way down the length and then all the horizontals to put the mattress on. This brace that sits lengthwise needs to be 73 3/4 inches long. 3/4, 73 3/4. It's 2 p.m. time check, and it's time for the cross braces. Inner diameter is 39 1/4. So I'm going to also cut the cross braces to 39 1/4. I cut all the slats. I just used my remaining 1x4s and 1x2s and just kind of made them look nice. Let's screw these in. Next, we have the actual base of this frame. So I'm going to cut out all the pieces, which is 18 inches long for these verticals, and then 40 3/4 inches wide like the bed. And I'm just gonna go into the bedroom and kind of place them to see how they look before putting them all together. I think we might be able to go shorter on the verticals. I was just about to throw in the towel because I am exhausted, and now there's only an hour until my sister and my mother get here. So I was like, all right, well, I gotta start cleaning up, check my phone. I'm mad their flight is delayed. Silver lining, I now have another hour to work on this. So let's do it. All right, here is one of the bases. I am doing the same thing, countersink bit to make these countersink holes, and then screw them all together. It's now been a week since I made this bed. I did finish it the same day that my sister and my mother arrived. Basically, what you saw last was me putting this here, and there was some serious longitudinal shifting going on. There was nothing keeping this bed, doing? Longitudinally, there was no bracing, so it was shifting pretty extensively, which was getting me nervous. So what you didn't see, because we were doing it a little last minute, were these brace pieces. So Matthew assisted me. We just cut them at 12 inches in length and then cut each end at a 45-degree angle with the miter saw. And from there, use the same strategy, the countersink drill bit to make countersink holes, and then screwed in directly up and directly horizontal for that one. The reason why it didn't get on camera was because we didn't have screws the right size for the side pieces. So I think we had like 3-inch screws, which would have gone all the way through, and then like 1.25 inches that wasn't long enough. So 2-inch screws for these ones. We did a brace piece for every single connection point. So there is 1, 2, 3 on the back, and then 1, 2, 3 on the front. From there, got it inside, put on the mattress, and then obviously sheets, and then now the comforter. So it is done with the exception of filling some holes, some sanding, and I do want to paint or stain this. I know myself, I should not have brought this inside because I'm never going to bring it back outside to finish, but at least for the part of the building of the bed, this is how I did it. Here is how you can make a twin size bed in one day. This cost me $200. And there are written instructions down in the description below, so feel free to take a look. Thank you so much for watching.